Hello and welcome. I'm Hi-C, and I like tokusatsu. I never really used Twitter until I created this channel. My account pretty much only follows tokusatsu, or at least like tokusatsu fans, so my Twitter experience has been pretty different from what I hear about in like news and other traditional medias. Walling myself inside of Toku Twitter, and the rate at which information travels through Toku Twitter is amazing. Everyone's recycling the same information and putting together all these hot takes, and it can just be so much to sort through, or just feel like everybody else knows something that you don't. Every time a new series of Super Sentai or Kamen Rider comes out, everybody scurries around trying to find each little nugget of intel they can. And maybe I'm just built a little different when it comes to knowing the latest in like pop culture franchise stuff, but I could barely care about any of this. I do like to know the name of the show and draw a couple conclusions in my mind's eye about what I think the narrative will be following the title. But that's really it. If the first reveal of the suit looks cool, I might get a little bit more excited, but not nearly as excited as I am when I get like an actual show trailer. Give me an idea of what the story is that I'm supposed to be excited about. Because like I said in the why do I even like tokusatsu video, I'm really just interested in seeing new stories from this mother genre. From the time a trademark with a new name is discovered, it's just a chorus of people screaming out, mostly with hyperbole about how this new series is going to change everything you know about Kamen Rider. Or how Super Sentai is over because they've run out of ideas. You can tell because they're just using dinosaurs again. And of course, that one guy who's always saying, "It's about time, Kamen Rider's great again." Without knowing the characters, story beats, and conflicts, it's just impossible for me to form any kind of definitive opinion. Then on Toku Twitter, you have the first suit reveal, and I think my favorite version of this commotion was for Kamen Rider Geo. When the top part of it had a little bit of a bust and pink highlights, everyone went wild saying that the new Kamen Rider was going to be a female main character. And then it started this raging back and forth over the validity of, could Kamen Rider even have a female lead? And now there have been leaks for Kamen Rider Revice, from the Kamen Rider Saber and Zenkaiger Sentai crossover movie poster. It looks like the motif is a dinosaur and not a bug like is traditionally found in Kamen Rider. And suddenly you have a flurry of opinions to, oh my god, I love this is the coolest thing Kamen Rider's ever done, to this isn't even a Kamen Rider anymore. I do like getting a gauge on the general hive mind of where people's opinions are on a suit, but I so rarely weigh in on the early stages of a series because I just don't know enough to care. And at the end of the day, I think I care more about is it a good show than is it a good Kamen Rider show. But if you're here to get my knee-jerk reaction on how I feel about Kamen Rider Revice, well, I'm not gonna leave you disappointed. I think Revice looks a little strange, and I'm kind of excited that they're trying some new things. Sometimes the chains of Sentai and Kamen Rider can make things feel really boxed up and limited, stunting that creative process. Revice doesn't feel as extreme to me as something like Kamen Rider XA did the first time I saw it, but it's definitely a unique look. I think the eyes on the helmet make it look like someone stole Ultraman Jeed's eyes. And if there's any opinion of substance I have, I would just say the whole helmet design is kind of more reminiscent of an Ultraman to me. There's also his buddy, who no one really knows anything about yet. I'm hoping that because there were two characters leaked on the poster, that there's really two main characters in the show, kind of like Kamen Rider Build, where you have two main characters that you can bounce stories off of, so one character doesn't get stale. There's also these stickers, or wherever these screens came from, showcasing Revice a little bit more, and his buddy with this little hat, helmet, hoodie thing. I don't know what its deal is, but I'm not a fan of the headpiece. It reminds me of the homemade Mighty Morphin Black Ranger outfit my mom made for me for Halloween when I was like 7. There is also a leak of the Revice driver. I don't think the actual name of the driver has been released yet, but there's a good chance it's just going to be called the Revice driver. And its main little gimmick is what looks to be a stamp. I think this has potential to be a really cool device, but again, I need to see it in action more before I can make a definitive opinion. So at the time of recording this, Toku Twitter is just ablaze with Revice opinions and theories and all kinds of stuff. And if that's what you're into, go ahead, have a ball with it, go crazy. Just try not to take it too seriously. We are all coming from different headspaces, and none of this is designed with our Western design philosophies in mind. So if someone liked something that you don't, they are not personally attacking you. So I ask everyone who is arguing over if this is awesome or terrible to just take the advice from my friend Lambo.
And remember, watch your children's shows like adults.
That's it for me, so let me know. Kamen Rider Revice, how are you feeling about it? And this pre-release fever we're in, how do you deal with it? Do you get all wrapped up in it and just need to form an opinion? Or are you like me? Do you sit back and kind of wait for more context so you can see what the show's really about? I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to enjoy these things, so however you do it, go on and have fun. If you like this video, please subscribe for more Toku content. I'm High C, and I hope you keep watching.